Liverpool's pursuit of a new number 6 escalated when Saudi Arabian club Al Ittihad offered to buy Fabinho for £40 million. The team's sole recognised defensive midfield specialist's departure transformed the acquisition of another player for that role from an optional choice to a non-negotiable one. With a significant loss of midfield players, including club captain Jordan Henderson, Liverpool is currently engaged in a substantial rebuilding process. While the signings of Alexis Mac Allister from Brighton and Dominic Szoboszlai from RB Leipzig have propelled the club forward, the absence of a dedicated number 6 following Fabinho's exit is evident. Efforts to fill this void involved an audacious British record bid for Moises Caicedo from Brighton, yet the player had already committed to joining Chelsea. Disappointment persisted as they pursued Romeo Lavia from Southampton, who similarly opted for Chelsea. These transfer setbacks prompted Liverpool to reassess their desired player profile. The midfield's average age, which was 27.6 last season, has notably decreased, with only Thiago Alcantara exceeding the age of 24. This led to the signing of Wataru Endo from VfB Stuttgart. The 30-year-old Japanese international was in the final year of his contract, and Liverpool's interest arose unexpectedly as they persisted in addressing their defensive midfield vacancy. Unlike the promising young talents associated with Liverpool throughout the summer, such as Lavia, Caicedo, Bayern Munich's Ryan Gravenberch, and Nice Kefren Thuram, Endo is an established, experienced player. Liverpool's willingness to pay approximately £16 million for a 30-year-old is unusual. Thiago, who was 29 upon his 2020 arrival from Bayern Munich, is the sole player aged above 26 for whom they've paid £25 million, since Ragnar Klavan's £4.2 million transfer from Augsburg in 2016. While Liverpool bids farewell to nicknames like Lighthouse and Dyson, given to Fabinho, Endo's arrival introduces new monikers like Soldier, Warrior, Heartbeat, and Bodyguard. Stuttgart sporting director Sven Mislintat facilitated Endo's move to Stuttgart from Belgian side Sint-Truidense on an initial loan in 2019. Having joined the Belgians a year prior after launching his career in the Japanese J1 League with Shonan Bellmare and Urawa Red Diamonds, Endo's transition to Germany was met with skepticism by manager Tim Walter. Despite an initial minute of play across the first 11 Bundesliga 2 fixtures, Endo excelled in his inaugural start against rivals Karlsruhe and has maintained a starting role since. Mislintat's connection with Klopp from their time at Borussia Dortmund as chief scout fostered a strong rapport and ongoing communication, likely influencing Klopp's consideration of Endo. Interim director of football Jörg Schmadt's extensive Bundesliga knowledge also likely factored into the decision, given his close association with Mislintat. Endo, an adept holding midfielder, excels in both defensive and offensive phases of play. Endo possesses the ability to function both as a central midfielder and a defensive midfielder, effectively alternating between these positions during the previous season. While he has occasionally taken up the role of a centre-back, such instances have been rare, making it improbable for him to serve as an alternative option there except under compelling circumstances. His most fitting description might be a defensive number 8. Endo's reliability extends to his fitness, having missed only 3 out of 102 possible games over the past 3 seasons due to suspension, COVID-19, and concussion. As Liverpool navigates the departures of leaders like Jordan Henderson and James Milner, Endo's experience as a former Stuttgart captain and Japan's armband holder provides valuable leadership. Despite his quiet demeanor, Endo's words carry significant weight. Fluent in English, his presence is poised to enhance the midfield's organization and authority. The central question remains, to what extent does Endo's arrival resolve Liverpool's number 6 predicament? Endo secured the 6th position in duels won in the Bundesliga last season. His consistency over the past 3 seasons is equally impressive, being one of merely 3 players to execute 200 tackles and one of 2 to recover the ball 400 times from the midfield. Analyzing Endo's attributes across various midfield roles underscores his exceptional balance. While lacking a singular standout quality, his well-rounded profile shines through in the statistics. He showcases comfort in possession, an active defensive presence, and an ability to contribute both offensively and defensively by building play and posing a goal threat. Liverpool's chief intention in signing Endo revolves around his role as a defensive midfielder.
While he often operated within a double pivot rather than exclusively in this position, his partnership with Aurel Mangala in the 2020-21 season demonstrated his prowess. This dynamic allowed Endo to patrol the defensive area, enabling Mangala's more assertive approach. Within Liverpool's 3-box-3 system, Endo will find Trent Alexander-Arnold as a partner during possession and transitions. When the opposition constructs attacks, Liverpool reverts to a 4-3-3 defensive shape, requiring Endo to operate as a single pivot, necessitating extensive ground coverage. When examining his statistics as a defensive midfielder, his specialization becomes evident. Endo is an exceptionally active defender, marked by his tireless work ethic, tactical acumen, ability to read the game, block passing lanes, and cover expansive spaces. Since the onset of the 2020-21 Bundesliga season, he leads in possession recoveries in the defensive third, aerial duels won, clearances, and headed clearances. Furthermore, he ranks second in possession recoveries in the middle third and tackles executed. It's important to note that Endo's role at Stuttgart, a bottom-half Bundesliga side, entails a greater defensive responsibility. However, the data attests to his capacity to excel in this role. In his deeper position, Endo actively advances the ball through progressive passing and carries it forward, contributing dynamic energy to initiate deep attacks. Since the beginning of the 2020-21 season, he ranks second in the Bundesliga for most touches and passes completed. Despite his deeper role, Endo remains an offensive asset. His impressive expected goals or XG from ball progression and XG from shot creation underline his ability to position the ball dangerously and generate shooting opportunities. His solid passing statistics are accompanied by creativity. Remarkably, only 4 players, Jamal Musiala, Dominic Szoboszlai, Moussa Diaby, and Rafael Guerreiro, created more chances from open play than Endo in the Bundesliga last season. Comparing Endo to Fabinho unveils their striking differences in playing style. Endo thrives in progressive possession, while Fabinho leans towards safer, shorter passes. Fabinho excels in ball retention, an area where Endo could enhance. Notably, Fabinho exhibits a more impactful defensive presence, effectively limiting ball progression and forcing turnovers. Standing at 5 feet 10 inches, questions arise about Endo's adaptation to the physicality and pace of the Premier League. However, FBref statistics place him in the 95th percentile for aerial duels won, averaging 2.33 per 90 minutes. The ultimate judgment of this transfer might hinge on subsequent developments. If Endo stands as the sole midfield addition before the window closes, he could address part of the number 6 problem without offering a complete solution. It could potentially serve as a short-term remedy lacking a long-term fix. The query arises as to why Endo hasn't attracted prior attention. If Endo's arrival bolsters depth and strategic nous for game-closing situations, any reservations from fans may subside. Pairing him with a young, high-potential player would further enhance the strategic approach. Liverpool remains close to the non-homegrown quota limit, and with Fabinho's departure, Endo will occupy a vacant spot. Selling the fading Fabinho for £40 million, a sum equal to his acquisition price, was sound business. However, replacing him with a slightly older player at a significantly reduced fee and without sell-on potential appears less convincing on paper. Only time will reveal the accuracy of this decision. Endo could prove to be a clever addition to mend Liverpool's squad gaps. While his potential to elevate Liverpool's title contention remains uncertain, he at least provides a safety net if securing other complementary targets proves challenging. What are your thoughts on the potential addition of Wataru Endo to Liverpool? Feel free to express your view in the comments section below.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, The Football Transcendent, for more football content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.